Good morning everyone. Let me begin with a question. How many times have you paused your life waiting for the right moment? I'll do it tomorrow. I'll begin when I have more time. I'll chase my dream once things settle down. I'll wait till everything's perfect. Sound familiar? You're not alone. We all do it. We all convince ourselves that there's some magical time in the future when the conditions will be just right, when the fear will go away, when the money will be enough, when the motivation will arrive fully charged and the world will open the door and say, now you can begin. But here's the truth. That moment doesn't exist. There is no perfect time. There is only now. And the longer you wait for the perfect moment, the further your dream drifts away. Because life doesn't wait. And neither should you. Counterclockwise arrows button. Perfection is a moving target. Let me tell you something powerful, perfection is an illusion. It's a moving target. Every time you get close to it, it moves just a little further away. You think you'll be ready next week, then next month, then next year, and suddenly, you look back and realize you never even started. The people who achieve their goals, they didn't wait for the weather to be right, the calendar to be empty, or their self-doubt to disappear. They started anyway. With doubts. With fears. With imperfection. They just started. Directed waiting is the enemy of growth. Do you know what happens when you wait? Nothing. Nothing happens. You don't grow. You don't change. You don't get stronger. You just stay the same. Meanwhile, the world moves forward. Someone else with less talent, fewer resources, and more problems than you, is out there making progress. Because they chose action over waiting. They chose courage over comfort. They chose now over someday. Seedlings start small, start scared, start imperfect. You don't need $1 million plan. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start. Start small. Start scared. Start imperfect. But start. There's power in small beginnings. You don't build a skyscraper in a day. You lay one brick. Then another. Then another. Day by day. Inch by inch. Until one day, you look up, and there's your dream, standing tall. The fire is in the first step. The first step is the hardest. But it's also the most important. Because once you take it, everything changes. Not outside, but inside you. You realize, I can do this. And suddenly, your fear starts to shrink, and your faith starts to grow. You become the kind of person who acts in spite of fear. The kind of person who doesn't wait for life to give permission. You give yourself permission. You create momentum. And momentum is powerful. It turns action into habit. It turns struggle into strength. It turns you from dreamer to doer. Hourglass not done. Time is not unlimited. Let me be real with you, you don't have forever. Time is the one thing you'll never get back. Every second you spend waiting is a second you lose, forever. The opportunity you have today may not exist tomorrow. The energy you feel now may not be there next year. The idea burning in your mind. It might fade if you don't act. You're not promised tomorrow. You only have today. So don't waste it. Compass. The perfect moment is a decision. Here's a secret. The perfect moment is not found. It's created. It's not something you wait for, it's something you decide. Every successful person you admire made that decision. They didn't have a perfect setup. They had a decision and a determination to move forward. So today, decide that this is your moment. Not next week. Not when you're less busy. Not when you're more confident. Now. Speech balloon. Let me tell you a true story. Let me share the story of a man named Jack. Jack wanted to be a writer. For years, he dreamed about writing a book. He'd tell himself, one day, when I have more time, I'll start. That one day never came. Life got busier. He got a job, had kids, took on more responsibilities. And every year, he'd look at his empty notebook and say, maybe next year. When Jack turned 60, he realized something heartbreaking: he had spent his entire life waiting. Waiting to be ready. Waiting for inspiration. Waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never came. Jack never wrote his book. And the saddest part? He had it in him all along. Rocket, what will you do with today? Right now, someone is sitting where you sat, thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same doubts, wondering if they should begin. Let me ask you. What will you do with today? Will you waste it? Or will you use it? Will you wait for perfect conditions? Or will you build an imperfect ones? Will you let fear win? Or will you fight for your future? The decision is yours.